What's up, everyone? Welcome to my review of Swiss Army Man. What's going on, guys? I just got back from the movie Swiss Army Man starring Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe. Yes, Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. And you might recognize Paul Dano if you were a fan of The Sopranos, as he played Patrick Whaley. He was also he was the voice in Where the Wild Things Are. He's been in a few things here. They're never really a main character per se, but he's been in a few things. Little Miss Sunshine, he's in Little Miss Sunshine. He's one of the kids in that. It was a pretty good movie. And this movie is directed by the Daniels. So more specifically, this movie was directed by, let me look it up, Dan Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. Now, I took a little bit of looking into them because I didn't really recognize the name, but I saw that they directed a few episodes and were writers on the NTSFU show on Comedy Central and also Children's Hospital. So if you're a fan of that show, that was written by these guys. Now, let's start right off the bat. I am going to spoil a little bit. I am pretty much going to spoil the movie, but I'm going to give you a very real review and reaction to this film. Now, first off, the movie starts off where Hank, the main character, is washed ashore, or is obviously on an island, and he's about to kill himself. Just before he kills himself, he actually sees Daniel Radcliffe's character named Manny washed ashore, and right off the bat, it's just like a 5-minute fart scene. Now, I can see why a lot of people, the rumor has it is that when this film debuted at Cannes, a lot of people actually walked out of the theater because they were so disgusted by the amount of farting, which is funny because they actually address this throughout the film. Later on, they say, like, why can't we fart in front of each other? I don't understand if everybody does it. So it's pretty interesting statement, but, it was a fart joke. It's an hour and a half long fart joke. That being said, this is probably one of the most amazing and beautifully depressing movies I have ever seen in my life. Now, not only is it fucking hilarious, it is hilarious. There's so many, I was like crying laughing. There were so many great scenes, but there's a lot of really great scenes that hit you really hard. So to bring it back, the beginning of the movie, he's stranded on an island, or so we think. And he attempts to commit suicide. He meets Manny, and progressively throughout the film, he basically teaches Manny what it's like to be human. Manny is a dead body that he is pretending is alive. So, so that's what we kind of get the conclusion of. So he's pretending that Manny is alive, and then he learns progressively that Manny has like special powers. Manny can spit up water. His farts propel him, and they actually propel themselves onto another, to shore, and they ended up in a woods section. He has magic karate chop. He can create fire, all sorts of things. And as the film progresses, we realize that the main character, Hank, actually was running away because he was very depressed. He has a bad family life at home. Mother died when he was really young. Father doesn't really pay attention to him. They don't even talk anymore. They have automated birthday cards that get sent to each other. He feels very alone. Everybody called him weird, has no friends. So and they kind of get really serious about this. So the film is rather depressing because you learn more and more that this man is actually severely depressed and actually kind of suicidal. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not funny, because shit, there's a lot of really funny parts in this movie. I have to say, there was many things that I thought was really funny. So absolutely, please go see this movie. And so there's a couple of lines that are really funny. So to stop Manny from farting so much, he actually puts a cork in his butt. Put a cork in it, get it? It's probably the weirdest buddy movie I've ever seen in my life. And so one of the quotes that he says is, before the internet, every girl was a lot more special. And he's talking about finding, the nudie mags when you were a kid, if you were a kid that was around that time. And then another one, he says, if you don't know Jurassic Park, you don't know shit. Which I 100% back. Great fucking movie. And it's cool that, whatever Hank needs, Manny gives him. So as the film progresses, you just feel more and more sad for Hank, and that how depressed he is and how alone he is, and he's longing after a girl. That's the screensaver on his phone. And when in the end of the film, we actually realize that he was basically stalking this girl, and it was horrible, and she's married with a kid, and he ends up in her backyard because he was in his woods, and it's just a huge mess. And in the end of the film, still fucking hilarious, you realize that this person's just severely disturbed. and it's great, and I love it, and you love it. You love every single minute of it. Guys, I hope you go and see Swiss Army Man if it's available in your theaters. I know that Regal has it in a lot, so if you live in a small city, you may not have it. I live in a fairly small city, and my Regal film had it available on Thursday. So please go see this movie. It was absolutely hilarious. Daniel Radcliffe is amazing in the movie, and rumor has it there was actually a wax figure for him that they made to stop the parts where you see his butt and stuff like that. But he loved the script and everything so much that he actually did it in real life. That he was like, no, I want to do everything possible. So fun fact on this movie. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please share this. And don't forget to tag Swiss Army Man so they can see it and know that I very, very much appreciated their movie. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.